Okay, so we'll start here. I see everybody has to go to there. Fine.
You have to spotlight Mike as well.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Looks like you were successful, or maybe.
No.
Do it for the picture. Open it up. Okay.
There you go.
Okay, put them three. All right, so. Okay, so here's our new Tai Chi studio, and better than being outdoors. It was hot. All right, so let's practice first. Prepare. Opening. 7 stars. Step back. Ride the tiger. Take the saber. Push. Stand up. Oops. Step. Push to the side. Thrust. Big circle. Push. 2 steps. Push. Stand up and 2 sides divide. Push down, step. Big circle. I think that's where we went. Right? Okay, again. Prepare. Opening. 7 stars. Ride the tiger. Take the saber. Push. Stand up. Step. Push to the side. Thrust. Big circle. Push to the corner. 2 steps. Push. And pick up the saber, step. Chop. Then push down. Big circle. Cut up. Okay. We'll do it one more time. That's it's fine, please. Opening. 7 stars. Ride the tiger. Take the saber. Push. Stand up. Step. Push to the side. Thrust. Big circle. Push to the corner. 2 steps. Push. Back. Turn. Step. Chop. Deflect and step. Big circle. Cut. Up. Okay. All right, let's watch you do it.
Actually, I've got a quick question.
Okay.
At the beginning, when we step up just before we thrust,
Yeah.
which way is the sword? The saber pointing. Is it pointing straight ahead, or is it pointing more at an angle?
When you thrust?
No, when you stand up first. 'Cause
Oh.
we stand up and we go like this, right?
Yeah.
Which way is the sword, the saber pointing?
Okay, it points here. Here it'd be. Oops.
Okay.
Okay, I lost my director. Here it'd be straight. Okay, it points in.
Okay, good.
Okay.
That's all I needed. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, if you imagine if you had two of them, they point and they would come together, you know, kind of, and make a top of a triangle. So that's kind of the idea, that shape. Okay. All right. So let's see you do it. Prepare. Opening. 7 stars. Step back to ride the tiger. Take the saber. Nancy, maybe spotlight Dee Dee or something for people that need it. Push. Okay, so then stand up. Then step. Sit and step. Push forward into the side and thrust. Then turn left and make a big circle up. And turn the right corner, push. Take 2 steps and push. Back and turn to square, to straight, and step, and then stand up and chop to the side. Good. Then bring your left hand up and down, push down, and step, big circle with your left arm. Okay. Maybe do it again. Nancy, can you highlight Dee Dee or Rita for people that need to see somebody? Okay. And then put it back on. All right. Prepare. Opening. 7 stars. Ride the tiger. Take the saber and push. Stand up and open your arms. And close your arms and step. Push forward to the side and thrust. Okay. Then turning left, big circle up. And pull it across your body. Push to the corner. 2 steps back and push. Shift back and turn and chop. Then your left hand comes up and pushes down and step and big circle and step and cut up. Okay. Okay, well, that's great. All right. Any questions then? Susan, you are muted.
How you manage your grip when you do the uppercut,
Oh,
so that
yes.
so that your hand doesn't have to look like a tentacle.
Okay. So when you chop, you're like this, okay? And so you're.
Hang on, I can't see you yet. I'm still looking at Dee Dee.
Oh, spotlight.
Yeah, Nancy, make me co-host and then I can help with the spotlighting.
Nancy.
Okay, I see you now.
Gallery view. Okay.
So it's like that.
Maybe you stood up. All right. Okay. Here we go. So you're holding it like this. When you chop, it comes down, right, and it comes back up, and then you to get it to straight with your arm, you have to loosen it, right? So you loosen it in your
Okay.
hand. Okay, so that's the chopping part, right? So like this, chop. You need to loosen it in your hand, but then grab it again,
Okay.
right? So now your tiger's mouth is not right next to the guard anymore. It slides down, okay? Here by the guard, When you loosen it in your hand, it slides out, but you grab it again. Okay. Then, when you're going to do this part, you're going to bring it down by your hip, and you're going to keep the tip up so it's kind of level. And you're going to get all your hip. And then, so when you bring it down, you're going to be trying to get it. You're going to push it against your, I don't know what you would call this part, the base of your thumb. Push it against the base of your thumb. Okay, that's kind of your palm. It's at the center of your palm. Push it against the base of your thumb with your fingertips. Okay, so now your fingertips are basically on the bottom, and the base of your thumb is on the top. Okay.
Okay.
And then you bring it down, and then you come up. And when you come up, when I get to this point, basically my fingertips are on the bottom. Okay, the edge. They come up, and then you need to like flip it out, and now you just your fingertips, not the flat parts of your fingers. Okay, but now your fingertips are like pushing on it, because you have to rotate it in your palm. It's not flat in your palm anymore.
Yeah.
It's pushed against your base of your thumb, and now it's like with your fingertips, it's twisted. You got to get it like in this shape, right? Basically. Turning this way, maybe, I don't know. So, yes, it's weird. So just like this, you turn it, it wouldn't be standing. You need to like get it just with your fingertips and push down on it. Okay, so still keep trying. Yeah, I can keep my second finger and my thumb in a circle around it. The other next two fingers are like pushing with my fingertips.
Okay.
But it's kind of fingertips all around. That's a little bit. That's right. That's pretty good. Yeah, so that's what you have to practice. Okay, you bring it down and you come up like this, and it's on the flat of my finger, my last fingertips, I guess, my last digits of my part of my fingers. That's flat here, and then when it comes up, and then you flip it out, then I push it and get it on my real fingertips. Maybe it feels like playing guitar or something. You know how you push onto things with your fingers? It's something like that kind of feeling. Okay. So that's how to. It's your arm twists a lot. We talked. You weren't here last week, I think. We talked about this last week. So yes, by itself it'll be like an angle, diagonal. We need to twist, so your elbow twists more in to get the edge up, okay? And it's on your fingertips. That looks pretty good from the side. Okay, so yeah, it's a little uncomfortable, but you'll get used to it.
Okay.
Okay, anybody else? Nancy, can you tilt it? Okay. All right. So no questions. Well, let me see you do this part. From the chopping. From the chopping like this. Okay. Then it's sit and step, and then cut up. Okay.
Rita looks really good.
Okay. Oh yeah, I need to teach this part probably again. You're standing on your right foot. There you go. Then you sit and step. You see, okay, how do you teach this for Susan? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, one thing is I'm still not very good at standing on one leg, so you'll see a lot of wobbling.
Oh, that's okay. So we chop, and we're standing on our right foot. Okay, and our foot points straight, our knee points straight. Good. Then our hand's going to come up and push down. This is kind of like the knee brush. Okay, up and down. And up and down, and then sit and step. Turn and step one line, two sides to the straight direction, and your toe open to the corner. Then I want you to go forward and take a step. The footwork is just go forward and step. At this point, your arm should be basically vertical, okay, down. And the tip is up so you don't hit the floor. And we're trying to keep it in a plane. But for me, even if the tip is sticking out a little bit. But that's okay. So from here, it's okay because I'm the teacher. Do what I tell you. Okay. Not what I do. Then it needs to be by your hip, basically, or your leg, kind of. Then when you go into your bow stance, go forward. Here, your body's turning. Get it forward, and then cut up. Flick it up. Okay, the tip, make a circle up, and make it kind of in a straight line with your arm. Okay. So
Mike,
yeah.
does the tip slice go with your knee bending?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
That's yes. The cutting. That's the cutting. That's right.
Cutting, thank you.
Cut. So here. So get it like basically here, with your leg still kind of straight, and then bend your knee. Keep turning. Finish your turn, and end it like this. Okay. Okay. So try it. You guys try it. Practice that a little bit. So your hand first, and then sit and step, turn to left, and then start opening up your left arm. Good. And step now. Step first. There you go. And then swing it up. Okay. Yes. So it's like this, and step, and then it's basically it's a little bit in front of my leg, I guess, and then bend your knee and cut. Bend your knee and cut with the tip.
Mike, could
Yes.
you do it again and step back with the footwork? When we step one line, two sides, and then we have to be out for a bow step, I don't exactly understand. My foot's very weird. It's like it's not passing through well. It keeps it's having trouble finding its trajectory. So the right foot that has to come out for the bow step.
So the footwork is sit and step, turning, sit and
Yeah.
step.
Okay.
Okay. Then this is just taking another step. Step.
Okay.
It's just yeah. I mean, we're used to, I guess, being that our foot is at a 45
Yes.
degree angle, and what that feels like. And here it's at a 90-degree angle. Okay, so it feels a little bit different to come off.
I think that's the difference. Thank you. Yeah.
Hey, Mike,
Yes.
I just became conscious of the fact that right before that, we're like this. So I have two questions. One is, how high is this? I've like got it kind of nicely over my head, but maybe it should be higher.
No.
Maybe no, about like this.
Here's in front of your eyes, just higher than your eyes, really.
Oh, just higher than my eyes. Okay.
About the top of my head height, probably.
Okay, and then my question is, when I go out to chop, this arm is going down. Instinctively, my other arm goes down too, and then as I chop, my arm goes out. Is that what I want to do? Because I don't think anyone ever told me. I just that's what I do, kind of like that. In other words, my other arm kind of
open.
Huh?
They do about the same thing, but don't feel going down. Don't feel going down. Feel going open, okay, to the side and down, but open, okay.
Okay.
So
all right.
To the side and then back up.
Okay.
So feel, yeah, okay.
Is that okay?
Maybe that's what you were doing before, but I want you to think of it going out, opening, feeling open,
Okay.
and then chop, not feel down so much. But there is
Got
down.
it.
There is some
But there
down.
is a little down. There is a little down in the shoulders.
Yes.
And I just wanted to make sure that was right. Okay.
Okay. Okay, then do it a couple more times on your own. 3 times. Okay. Okay. Well, that's pretty good. Nancy has something. What do you think, Nancy?
They're bending their elbow.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, your arm is kind of straight. Nancy says your arm's kind of straight at this point on the going down, kind of straight, and then up. So your arm is basically straight all the way. And then swing it up, and your elbow's kind of straight all the time. If you're bending your elbow to not hit the floor, then that's a mistake. You want to use your wrist to hold the tip up to not hit the floor. And if you have, maybe Dita has a stick she's using, and it's short, and you don't have to, then it's not a problem. When you get one that's the right size, it'll be a problem. So you could try to practice it and imagine that it was longer, I guess. Okay, so if it's too short, you can just sort of swing it, and you know, not have trouble with it. But okay, so that's that movement. That's the hard part of that movement. Did we go on? Did we go all the way to 5-element palm? Maybe we did. Do you remember, Nancy? We did do it, right? Oh, okay.
I thought we did.
Yeah, we didn't. So I didn't go all the way to the end. That's okay. All right. So from here we'll go on. We'll just go back what we did last week. So we got this far. This is the right direction, right? We got this far. The next one we call 5-element palm. You bring it up. You shift back, circle up, and down, and step, and then circle back up, and step, and then like fan through the back, strike. Okay. So what we tried a little bit last week was the figure 8. The figure 8 with the saber. The figure 8 with the saber is up and back, and it's here. It's level, straight with your arm. It's kind of level. When you go up, try to keep it level, so you're changing the angle that you're holding it at. Okay, on the way up, and then on the way down, just sort of keep it at 90-degree angle with your hand, and then up to the right side, then down, and then up. Okay, this is the figure 8. Okay, turning, 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 turning. Okay, and so this is basically like a parry. This part is parry. They have there will be coming at you. You connect to it and just make it go away. And then for the basic, just for the figure 8, you can make that go away and then circle around and come back and cut. Slice them, okay, with it on the way up. So here, deflect, cut. Or here, deflect, cut. Okay, so that's kind of the figure 8, what you can do with it. Okay, here we're going to make the circle. So just imagine deflecting, and then I would say imagine just again deflect. Okay, so don't think about the cutting part or attacking them here. Just deflect on the left, deflect on the right, and then strike. Okay. So the main thing is just to get to the striking part. So deflect their weapon out of the way, strike. I thought when I was and it was the Three Musketeers or the Four Musketeers, that movie back from like the 70s, I think. And what I thought was very interesting is that they would, they'd be fighting with their swords, but it was sword, sword, kick, sword, sword, hit, And it's like, wow, you can do both, that was martial arts of the time, I guess. But martial arts movies. But so here anyway, you deflect and strike. Okay. The interesting thing here we talked about last week is you make your big circle up and then you come down and make your circle 2 hands up. All right, 2 hands up. They come down kind of together by your wrist, and like fan through the back, you are near your wrist and you lift up together, right? Fan through the back. So like that, 2 hands up. Okay, and then from there, strike. So imagine 2 hands lifting up. Why would you do that? With something that's heavier, right? So they have a spear, or for instance, or the staff or something. right? Then 2 hands to get it out of the way because it's heavier. You can't just, you don't want to trust just your one arm to do it.
Quick question, when do you step with your left foot? Is it after your arms are up?
You do it to get at the same time. So back and step when it is coming down. Okay, when it's by your hip, that's when you touch the floor. And then circle up and step, okay, together. So your body's turning that whole time. So that should feel like the right time. Then with bending your knee, strike. Okay? So you guys do that. Practice that. Let me see. And step, Susan, at the same time. There you go. Okay, so Susan, this is new for Susan, so I'll talk to her. You shift back and come up and bring your foot in. Okay, foot in, shift back. Okay, bring your right foot in. Together, you're coming down, step back out. Step out and when the saber coming down. Then, with coming back up with the sword, saber, that's when you step. Okay, one movement. There you go. Then strike. Bend your knee, strike. Okay. Okay. So it's kind of like fan through the back is like this, and instead, if you're like this and holding the saber up. And I want you to feel that it's up. Okay, kind of feeling straight up. It is not straight up, but it feels like I can see my picture. It looks kind of. It's not directly. It's sticking out still. So this is too hard. But don't have it pull back. Don't go like this. Okay. But similar with fan through the back, you strike and you stop here. You don't make it too big. So don't stop here and don't stop here. It feels straight up. Uh-oh.
Mike,
Yes?
could you just like do it facing us and just talk through the coordination one more time? Like go to the back of your space and talk through it. I just want to check that I'm stepping when I should. So if you could just slow it down and do that one more time so I could do it with you, that would be great.
Okay. Just give me a second because you can't see. I'm waving my hand. You can't. Am I moving?
Yes.
You can't see me?
We see you.
Okay. Everybody else is frozen for me. But if you can see me, that's the important part.
Yes.
Okay.
We can
So,
see you.
hopefully
You sometimes stutter, just like you do outside.
Yeah.
You sometimes stutter, but other than that, you're doing fine.
Okay. Well, okay, so I'll go on. You can hear me, you can see me. That's great. Everybody else for me is frozen right now.
Okay.
All right, so we'll do this one from here.
Facing.
What? Facing
That's
you?
all right. Yeah, but you'd have to go way back if you're going to do it.
Oh, okay. I don't have the room for that really.
Okay.
So from here, 1 is back and up and bring your foot in. Okay. 2 is step back out and bring the sword down by your hip. 3 is the shift, lift up, step. Okay. 4, strike.
Okay, there was a stutter in the middle, so you have to do it again because 2 of the steps were frozen. Do it again.
Okay. None of you have started moving for me yet. Huh?
But
Right,
you
from
are.
here. Okay, 1 is back and up, bring your foot in. 2 hands up. 2 is down and step. 3 is forward and step, and the 2 hands circle up. Now your right arm is 4, bend your knee, strike. Okay, and your body straight up and down.
Thank you.
Okay, Mike, I have a
Okay.
question about the arm. Can you hear me?
Yes?
Oh, okay. So I understand what you're saying about the arm is straight up. And when it's straight up, the distance between, say, the ear and the arm, is that just whatever the natural distance is? Or do you bring your arm in a little, like between the head and the arm that's up.
This,
I'm sorry.
yeah, we're not going to measure the distance, but I just want you to feel, I just want you to feel lifted straight up.
Okay.
Whatever that feels like, naturally where it feels okay.
All right.
Okay. So sometimes people, yeah, usually the problem is that people have it too close to them. They don't usually do that. The problem more is that people don't have their arms straight and their arms like bent like this or something.
Okay.
Okay. So it needs to be up, basically all the way up. Okay. And
If he were okay, now if you lower your arm straight down, it'll be by your hip. Do you understand, Judy? So if you have your right arm hanging down by your side and you lift it straight up, that's where it should be.
Great. Thank you. Perfect. Yep.
I have one more question too. Is this a little bit like single whip in that you're standing totally vertically and not leaning forward at all?
yeah, your body is straight up and down. That's right.
Thank you.
Your hips are level.
Great, thanks.
Did I lose anybody? Is everybody still there?
I can still see you.
Yes,
Yes, we.
Okay.
yes, we
Yeah, we can see you just fine.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
We see. I see
Uh,
myself moving, but you don't, I guess.
Do you guys want
oh,
to
you don't
come?
see me moving? Oh, okay. Yes, I'm the only one I see moving, but I can hear you, so that's fine, I guess.
Well,
I
we're
guess it's not
doing
gonna
it
fix itself,
perfectly.
so.
I just want you to
Yeah.
know.
Another question? Oh, here we go.
Yeah, I have a question, Mike. Could you just show the very end again? I'm not sure how the strike with the left hand works because
Okay. You have
it's
a
like
question?
I'm starting with my hand up and then it has to get down and it doesn't seem to work as a strike.
Yes. All right. So you need to come up.
Hold on, our internet is unstable right now. Okay, go ahead.
If they're moving around, it's okay. From here, you come up, and the way I usually do it,
Oh,
I usually do it something like this. Okay?
I see.
I look at Master Young's video, and he more had his two hands together. That means you had to turn more. But I think that's this maybe this if you do the sword is a little dipper, right? Is like this, okay? So this area is good enough, I think. But come up here or here, somewhere in here.
Okay.
Feel both arms straight, and then anyway. So from here, I'll do it sideways. You just want to feel like fan through the back. You come up like this, and your hand is in the middle. It's not back very much, right? It's sort of here, and then they separate. So here it's a little bit more back. Just feel going forward strike. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. Don't bring it in or something first and then forward. Just from this area, strike. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. So that's the review part of from last week. Can we go on? All right. We'll go on.
Yes.
Alan had a question.
Oh, you have a question, Alan? No? Okay.
No question.
I'll do it. The regular direction would still be this direction. All right. So you're like this. This is what we're gonna do. It's called I think lotus leaf turns into breeze or something like that. So it reminds you of something like that. Okay. For the sword form, you shift back and you turn to the right. And when you turn your whole body to the right, keep your arm sticking out. Just turn with you. The sword the other way to point to the back corner. So here's the footwork. Back, turn, point your toe to the corner, shift back. Oh, geez, I have to do it. Back, turn, back, and pick your foot up and put it back down. And then stand up and thrust to the back corner. Okay? So that's kind of impressive movement. So we'll do it the footwork first. The footwork, back, turn to the corner, your toe to the corner, shift back to the left, pick up your foot and put it back down, point it to the corner, then shift forward and keep down. And now basically all your weight is on your right foot, okay? Then stand up and your knee points to the straight direction, standing on one leg. Okay? So try it. Try that. Back, turn. 1, 2. Shift back and step. Pick up your foot and put it back down, point it at the corner. 3. Shift all the way onto your right foot. And 4. Stand up. Okay? Let's all do the footwork another time. 1. Back and turn to the corner. 2. Sit back and pick up your foot, put it back down. Sit back and step. 3. Stay down, shift all the way forward, pick up your back heel so you're standing on one leg. Okay? And then 4, stand up. Okay? And your knee points straight. Okay? All right, so here is how the saber goes with it. Keep it up. Back, turn. I point my body to the corner and my saber points backwards, okay? So it's going the opposite direction of my turning. 2, shift back and start dropping the saber and step. Maybe it's dropped halfway. 3, when you get all your weight on your right foot, now the saber's down by your shoulder, it's still pointing in the corner, your palm is touching the ring. And you've turned your head, you're looking towards the corner. But, I mean, you can see the corner direction. You can't turn your head that far. But you're looking back, okay? Then 4, stand up and thrust out. And we'll practice this a little bit, and then we'll work on what the thrust should feel like, I guess. Okay? All right, so try it again. So from here, 1, back and turn your body to the right and the sword to the left. 2, shift back and start dropping the saber and step. 3, shift your weight back onto the right and connect your palm to the ring and look back. And now it's shoulder height. 4, stand up and thrust out. Okay. Okay, so here's how the thrust goes. You have it I would say, your 2 hands, here's your chest, okay? Your 2 hands across your chest, the handle bit kind of across your chest, okay? Good. Then, the blade is up, the edge is up, okay? Then out to the side, I want you to throw it out to the side, turn it over. Now the edge faces down. Okay, so like this, look. Feel, boom, throw it out to the side. And when we start it, your left palm is in front of your left chest. They're both going to go, so to the right. It ends up in front of your right chest, boom. So it's helping to throw it out, okay? So like this, both to the right, everything to the right, okay? People are trying it, I'm just looking at them, looking at me. Okay. Okay. So this is the feeling I want you to have. You're down like this, okay? Let me make sure I do the right direction. You're down like this, foot to the corner, looking to the back corner. You stand up, thrust out. okay, throw it out with the standing up. So like this, stand up and thrust out. Okay, so try to feel kind of exploding kind of feeling. You push with your foot and you push out with your two hands to the right. Okay, and then if you notice it, at least maybe you are, when you do that, it kind of shakes a little bit. So that's you putting some energy into it. Okay, so put a little energy into this movement if you can. And turn it to be, there you go, at the same time, turning it over. Okay. It's fun. It's a fun one.
Yeah, and try not to fall over at the end.
Yeah. So your legs, there's kind of exploding feeling maybe, but you can't explode too much that you lose your balance, right? So kind of control your explosion with your legs, but let it come out your hands, okay? Let it come out the sword, the saber. I think this is I think this is the one we're going to do today, actually. Is that the whole line, Nancy?
Yes.
Okay, that's the whole line anyway. One thing. Okay, so let's try to put this together with the last couple movements. So from here, from after you is this the right direction? No, doesn't matter. I guess right here, or you like this, up and down, step, big circle, cut up, then big circle up, and bring in your foot, step, big circle up, and step, strike. Then lotus turns in the wind. Back, turn, back, and get it by your shoulder and step, or get close to the shoulder. Shift to the right, and then stand up and thrust to the corner. Okay. When you if you don't have one with an edge, when you throw it out, it turns over. So now your palm is kind of down. Okay. Here's palm up, edge up. Palm down is edge down. Okay. So people are doing it on their own. So go ahead on your own then. Okay, so Dita, I would do it with me, I guess. So from here, here.
She can't. You have to do it the opposite direction.
That's okay. Up and push down with your left hand. Good. Then turn and step to the straight direction. Then take another step and circle your arm. Get your hand down. Cut up. Okay. Cut up. Then 5-element palm. Back and up. Saber comes down and step. Then lift up and step. And strike. Good. This is up. Your right hand up. That's right. Not back. Not back. Up. Then back and turn. That's 1. Keep your saber up. 2. Start dropping the saber and step. 3. Shift all the way to the right and now touch the ring and looking back. 4. Stand up and thrust. Okay.
So, Mike, it feels like at the end of the thrust, my left hand is kind of close to my chest compared to what things usually are. Is that right?
Okay, so here I told you, I want you to start with your hands in front of like both sides of your chest. The
Yeah.
saber handle basically in the middle of your body. Okay.
Right.
Sometimes people want to be like out here on the to the right already, but then you don't have enough room to like really thrust out. You're already like halfway done. It needs to start in the middle. Okay. Then from there, they both go to the right. It should be across your body. Okay. And so if it's not across your body, it's just in the middle. Your elbow will be too bent. So your left arm, your left hand goes to the right.
That's not the question.
Could you just turn 90 degrees so I can see sort of, is it like this or this or this or?
Okay, from here.
Yeah.
Okay, and then out to the side.
Okay, thank you.
Kind of close to your body, Susan.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Okay. Okay, and so here's the right geometry, all right? The geometry is your toe points to the corner, your knee points straight, and the saber points to the back corner. Okay, so you have like from your knee to the back corner, 135 degrees, okay? So be a little careful there. Sometimes we thrust out, and I don't see people doing this, but thrust out, and then we're like not in a straight line. It still has to be in a straight line with your arm, okay? So not like at it's hard to show it. It's not at some angle with your like this. It needs to be straight, and then maybe you can't make it to the corners. Maybe to less than the corner or something, okay? Or it's some other angle. So going to the corner is a little confusing sometimes, but turn. It comes out to the corner direction and straight with your arm, and your knee points straight. Okay. Okay. So maybe we'll do it from the beginning, and then that will be the end probably, unless you have a question. Any questions? Okay. So let's do it from the beginning. Prepare. Opening. 7 stars. Step back. Ride the tiger. Take the saber. Step, push. Stand up and open. Step, push to the side. Thrust. Turn left, big circle. Turn right, push. 2 steps, push. Back and turn. Step, stand up and chop. Hand up, push down, step, big circle, cut up. Big circle and step, lift up and strike. Then notice in the wind, back and turn and back and dropping the saber now and step and by your shoulder and look, stand up and thrust. And palm down, remember at the end. Palm down, there we go. So when you thrust, it starts palm up, turn it over, palm down. Okay? Okay, any questions? No? Not even Susan? You got it, Susan?
No, but I'm just eyeing Pierre speculatively.
Yeah, Pierre can help. Pierre, you're lucky you have Pierre there. He can help you. Okay, then. All right, so I guess we'll stop here then. Okay. Thanks, everybody. Have a good rest of your weekend. And who's doing the practice tomorrow, Nancy? Nancy's doing the practice tomorrow. So we'll see some of you there.
Yeah, thank you. Great class.
All right.
Sounds good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.